Well, joining us in the studio, I'm glad to have former political editor with this newspaper and media advisor, the previous PDP national chairman, Ike Abonyi. He's also a political associate of Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I mean, you've issued a statement trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyonju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Ahmad Buhari federal constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji, and we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that the Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And arranged for us to meet. And the three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and why, what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that. After Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through? Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that I was there, I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that, could they have met without me?
Somewhere else, apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with Peter Obi in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement. Yes. We reported it. And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, but what do you think would be the primary motive for Adeyonju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter goes to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay, maybe this happened, or you can never swear for it. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that, who the backdoor to stop Obi. I mean different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think as a political editor this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely, definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone. Otherwise, if you made an allegation against somebody and say it's going to court, why rush to the media and start a media trial?
I am really so happy that Ike Abonyi has come out. I have been saying, where is this man, that he should stop issuing those his press statements, that he should go to the media and explain himself. So I'm so happy that he finally went to the media to talk to Nigerians. And this is very beautiful. This man is the man that actually brokered the meeting between Deji and Peter Obi. So I'm happy that this man finally went to the media to talk, not issuing those his press statements. Now, when you look at what this man said, it is clear Deji told us that he never participated in anything politics, that he never supported any political party, even though the posters of him contesting for an election under PDP has come out. This man has also said it clearly that Deji used to come around. Now, and he said all the activists, which means that the people we actually call activists are actually political jobbers. Because what Ike Abonyi said is that it was not only Deji that was coming around. So all these people we see who are calling themselves activists, that they usually would come around party offices. So as in, when I heard that one, I was shocked. So they would do activism in the afternoon. Then in the night, they will go to party offices. Well, I'm just quoting what Ike Abonyi said. So he said that they used to come around and other activists. So number one thing you will notice is that from what Ike Abonyi said and from the posters we began to see, so Deji actually lied, because he said he never, participated in anything politics before. He never supported any candidate or anything. But it became obvious now from Ike Abonyi, who is his friend, that he was actually involved, even before now. And then when you also look at what Ike Abonyi said, he said that he called him, and when they picked the call, that he didn't give him any explanation, because he couldn't give Ike Abonyi any explanation to why he began to say what he said. And now, for not giving any explanation, it speaks volumes. He says a lot of things concerning the situation. Now, this is your mutual friend that took you to Mr. Obi. So if there is anything that this man said, you should be able to explain to him that, look, the man said so and so, but Ike Abonyi said that the man, that Deji kept quiet, that he didn't answer him when he was now asking him about what transpired. When did Peter Obi say what he said that he said? Well, it is clear from every indication. So I'm happy that this man actually came out and then spoke. Let's continue with the interview.
Obi is focused on the ball.
Yeah, but he feels injured.
Yes,
he said his reputation has been injured. Deji too is also saying that he feels injured by obedience who are also abusing the hell out of him and all of that.
The thing is, anybody who has been following Obi's trend, Obi don't react to criticism, except when he goes to personalized things like this.
All right.
You understand? He doesn't like it. Even this one, I can tell you, pressure is on him. Why are you going to court?
Yes,
you understand? you understand? But the point is, it has to do with his reputation. So at a point, you have to look at both ways. But it doesn't mean it cannot be out of court. You understand? It's something that can be settled out of court. But it depends on the disposition of. If the media trial continues, nobody will just sit down and wait. But the most important thing is that it's a distraction to the main project.
All right, Abonyi, before we actually end this conversation, I want to speak from a higher level. Some people are saying that Peter Obi, by threatening to go to court, that means that he can't swallow what his own supporters are giving to others. That people like President Bola Tinubu, a whole lot of obedience have abused him, but he chose not to go to court. That can Peter Obi act from a much more higher level and, look at this, maybe like a distraction and ignore it? Because Tinubu has been abused severally, Atiku too has been abused severally, and other leaders, yet they don't go to court. That this is the price you have to pay for putting yourself out there.
That is to an angle, but anybody who has been following Peter Obi since he became a national figure at presidential level, we know that nobody has been so abused in the media space like him. Somebody like Reno Mokori was hired just to attack him. Has he talked to me? Has he
Yeah,
to God? There are so many other.
Always read.
You understand?
The
There are so many
online.
other characters. You understand? And even if, like they said, he offered him money and he refused and all that. Anybody who knows Peter Obi is a Catholic. an ardent Catholic, and he went to adoration ground of Mbaka. And Mbaka wanted him to pronounce a mount with the crowd there who will clap for him, and they will pray. They will say, look, I don't mention money. Yeah. Show me the project, I'll do for you. And I will do it. And this created some dispute between him and Father Mbaka. All right, that is Peter Obi when it comes to money issue. This matter, there are so many criticisms Obi has received. This because this touched on his person. He had, look, the presidential spokesperson, Bayon Onuga, woke up the other day and said Peter was organizing during the protest.
All right.
And he threatened to go to court. Later, that is spokesman of the president. So it's not about if you attack Peter on issues, on politics, on his politics and all that, in mind. But when you now come to his image, direct image, but that doesn't mean the matter should be allowed to be.
All right.
Yes, I love how Mr. Abonyi is putting it. It is actually a big distraction. And that is the truth. So he understands it is a distraction. And then when you also look at the answer, I love that this man was at the studio. See how they try to spin it as if this man, Obi has not been abused. So I love the fact that he brought out the issue of Reno Mokri, that Ebola, they will all go, even the other APC spokesperson that said Obi was stepping beyond his boundary or something of that nature. What of the one that said obituary when we were starting election? He said obituary, even used Tinubu's newspaper to publish obituary. And this man didn't even do as if, it was anything. Reno Mokri has been abusing Peter Obi from morning till night. Peter has never even said anything. But this is totally different. This man is now going to, his integrity. You say that he's a fraud. And when you look up the meaning of fraud, it means someone that embezzled money, somebody that stole money. So you are saying that Peter Obi stole money. So you notice that you are going to abuse his person, his integrity. There are two different things. If you attack him on politics, which is what Reno has been doing, and Bayon Onuga, all of them, they have been attacking Peter Obi every now and then. But this man has never, threatened to sue anybody unless you come to his person, his integrity. And that is the difference. And then they are talking about attacking Tinubu and all of that. The truth of the matter is that the issue of Tinubu's drug dealing is there in the court. And they're not even denying it. What did they say at the tribunal? His aide said that it has reached 10 years. Therefore, it cannot be used in the court. So they're not even denying that it didn't happen. So how can they be bringing the two? This one is something that everybody knew that happened. Now, this one, you're just fabricating something that never happened just to, bring him down. So when they are talking about Obi cannot be, attacked or accused, accuse him on things that are real, that are true. That is the point. So, like I said, I'm happy that this man went to the studio today. And, Mr. Peter Obi, I believe he will know the best thing to do. And I'm happy that this is happening. Let us keep our fingers crossed. All I know is that, like Ike Abonyi said, this is all about 2027. And my joy is that the more they are doing these things, they are promoting Peter Obi the more. They are promoting him because Peter Obi has sold himself. We already know who he is. So whatever anybody is doing, the masses know that it is actually a distraction. Thank you for your time.